Hello and welcome back to the channel for another College TF review. Today we're taking a look at another Star Wars The Vintage Collection release, that being the Artillery Stormtrooper from The Mandalorian. Another great figure to add to the Vintage Collection lineup from a fantastic series. I got mine over from All Time Toy Store. Check out the link in the description below to pick up yours. And as always, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and keeps these Star Wars and Transformers reviews coming. So the card looks pretty cool here. You have an image there, looks like maybe like a rendering posted on that scene from The Mandalorian. Pretty cool figure. Definitely cool to see them show up in the show. And then here we see the other figures from the line. I have already reviewed Luke and Darth Vader, so definitely check those out as well. So now we'll crack them out of the packaging. Apologies to any of you mint on card collectors. I mean, now is probably about the time for you to tune out if you are just looking to get the card. So set all that aside, and here we can see Trooper in the bubble, looking pretty cool. Very nice paint scheme on this guy. That yellow striping looks pretty good. Nice looking weapon. Let's pop it all out. Start with the blaster. Getting through the tape as always. Tricky part here. Go. Standard Stormtrooper standard issue blaster. Very nice. No kind of paint apps on it, just black plastic, though it's actually a slightly different shade from the other troopers, it appears, probably because it's molded in the same color as that weapon, but we'll do some comparisons later on. So here we have the actual grenade launcher. Our little toe is actually wedged in packaging there, so there we go. So that's cool. It's mounted on a ball joint there, so you have full swivel ability. Oh, and then this is a ball joint as well. Perfect. That just should peg right in there. There we go. Turn it around. Now we have grenade launcher all set up. Looking pretty cool. Now, of course, we have to get all these grenades out. Awesome that he actually comes with 4 individual grenades. Certainly adds to the play and display factor with this guy. Take a look, they're all the same. Very nice detailing on these little things. Pretty nice molding. No paint apps, just white, but does the trick. And of course, Stormtrooper. Oh no, he just got decapitated. Reattach that, in case you're curious. The ball joint looks like underneath. And of course, if you have other Stormtrooper helmets, like the ones that come with the Cantina, the Navarro Cantina, if you wanted to give him a battered helmet, you could. Although, of course, this guy has a white helmet. And already, one thing I am noticing is, due to the pauldron, it is a bit, like his head isn't perfectly snug on there. I can't tell if that's just due to maybe a little bit of mold degradation from this guy or what, but it does stay on there, not like it's gonna fall off, but definitely is something to note. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. Very nice yellow paint scheme going throughout. Very cool to see some colored Stormtroopers other than the black and white we're accustomed to seeing. I like all the yellow trim all over. It looks really cool. And it has a slight weathering effect to it, which is very nice. And then here we have the backpack and the place for the grenades. Let's see how those fit. Just press in here. Let's try from the back first, maybe. Definitely a snug fit. And there are, looks like little cutouts for them actually up top and on bottom. So let's see if we can just slide it into the cutout. There we go, no problem. Same thing on this one. Let's see, do you actually have to line them up with each other? Not really, they do slide in. Very nice. That one slides in there. And just for the sake, so you can put the last one in, and it actually has a little cutout there too to make it easier to remove. But just for the sake of the video, I'll leave it out so we can test it in the grenade launcher. So in terms of articulation, I've already reviewed all these Stormtrooper figures, and it's the same on this guy, and it's pretty good. You know, of course, he doesn't have the the full ball joint hips. He just has the hinge hips, which are still very good for posing. You can still get every kind of pose you want out of him. It's just a little trickier to do so, that's all. But definitely lots of playability in this mold, Stormtrooper mold. Definitely one of the best there is. And you can get him in much more expressive poses as well, due to the fact that he has, you know, the double ball hinge at the neck and all of that. So that is pretty cool. And of course, the ankle rockers are big time assistance in getting this guy to stand up. And that was just, you know, very crude posing. So now let's just do a quick comparison with a more standard Stormtrooper mold, and just so we can get a pauldron look as well. Here is the artillery trooper. And see, same molding, looks like same, as far as I can tell, same number of stripes on the helmet, although I will notice on this guy, those stripes are blue, whereas on this guy, they are in fact black. And then the pauldrons are they look pretty similar. I think they are the same, just this one's painted yellow. Very nice. And then of course, all the other paint apps are the same with the exception of the yellow striping. Overall, very nice figure, definitely. No paint smudge on this guy. And let's see if that blue striping, I didn't really notice on, so that is consistent with your, the other Mandalorian Stormtrooper, this one being from Navarro Cantina, who comes with the E-Web cannon. So they're have the same color striping on their helmets. And then for your standard and your Hope Trooper, you do also get the blue on the helmet. So maybe it's just the Artillery Trooper that has the black instead of the blue. So just interesting minor difference there. And then the blaster also is typically, as you saw with the New Hope guy, I'll bring him back out. He has a black blaster, and you can see the plastic on this is a slightly different color. It's more grayish color. I do prefer the black for the Stormtrooper blaster, as that is what it is. That is the proper color. But because of the molded color they chose for the grenade launcher, which I don't know why they didn't just do black as well as this instead of the dark gray, but it just uses the same plastic as that. And then in terms of fitting the grenade in the launcher, let's take a look. Just drops right in, no problem. Nice loose fit, so it does just fall right back out. Very cool. And of course, because this guy is well articulated, you can get him into pretty nice kneeling pose if you wanted to. Let's see what we can do here. Get him manning the grenade launcher. Sorry, it's very crude, but you know, something like that. Ready to launch. Grenade. And then you can also, let's see, is there a place to stow the blaster? Fortunately, it doesn't look like you can stow the blaster on the trooper anywhere. There's this little ledge there, but I don't see a place to hook the blaster. If anyone knows a way to actually stow the blaster on this guy in, you know, just on his backpack, that would be awesome. Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, yeah, I think, you know, he's meant to go with the actual grenade launcher, so no, it's not necessary that he be able to stow his blaster, though that would have been a nice feature indeed. See, try and get him in a pose. Stormtroopers are definitely annoying to order around. There you go, something like that. But yeah, pretty cool. You can definitely get him in lots of poses with this, and you know, the ball joints being removable definitely makes it easy. In terms of if there's a way to transport it, I think he would just kind of have to hold it from any of the handles. I don't think there's anything particularly designed here for the trooper to hold, to actually carry it around. So just making sure not stressing. Okay, so they actually made these parts are a nice rubbery plastic, which I believe is a little bit different from your standard. No, they are, okay, they're all that rubbery plastic. So it does move out of the way very nicely, and you're not fighting it like some of the older releases. So that's nice to see. It's actually a flexible plastic. But in terms of carrying the grenade launcher itself, I mean, you'd probably just have to improvise with some of these panels here. Might be able to get him to, yeah, you can have him, you could probably get him to hold it via this little side piece. He could carry it around, and you could either detach the the stand or leave it on or whatever. So yeah, lots of posability and playability with this figure. Highly recommend it. Really great addition to the Vintage Collection lineup from The Mandalorian, and definitely I would say a must-have if you're a big fan of that series and these TVC figures. Crazy impressive detail for such a small figure, and definitely I'd say worth the price. He's not even a deluxe figure, which is I'm surprised by. So awesome figure, highly recommend it. Check out the link in the description, like and subscribe, and I'll check you in the next video. Thanks for watching.